Hey guys, so today I'm actually doing my first Dominaria United quick draft. So the set's been out for a while. Um, I was able to do 14 sealed events when it came out, so um, there didn't feel like a pressing need to do draft. I focused on other sets and did plenty of quick draft for the other sets, but it's Dominaria United's turn for draft because I've basically just finished off New Capenna and I've opened the packs. Well, I've completed it to the extent that I'm going to manage, but so I think we'll just get this one started, and I'm hoping to do maybe 5 or 6 Dominaria drafts. Okay, this is a good start. We've got Serra Paragon, which is an excellent card. So, looks like we're playing white. Right, good follow-up, I think. Cleaving Skyrider. It's a 3-drop we can bring back, and it's also something that can do damage. It's got flying as well. That seems like an obvious choice. Juniper the Fountain's another big flyer. Frost Fist Strider can tap something down, so that's quite good. We've got a removal card here, Destroy Evil. Not bad at all. Could take out something big. We've got some black cards here. Let's discard. If we have a combat trick, we have a green removal card. Crystal Grotto and another combat trick. So I think it's the Cleaving Skyrider we want here. Right, let me just check everything's working. Yeah. Good. Okay. Sprouting Goblin can give you an extra land. Oh yeah, the Linebreaker Bailoff. These things are pretty nasty. And we have Rulik Mons, who, yeah, 3/3 menace for 4, can give you a bit of card advantage. You can put a land directly into play if it's on the top, or make a goblin creature token. But interestingly, there are no white cards at all here. I mean, there's Radiant Grove. Just wondering, can we get away with a Sprouting Goblin? I suppose it's early days. We could be going green-white, green-white-red. Scout the Wilderness might be relevant. We could be splashing red, and that could find us red. We don't know how. Yeah, if we're playing green, I don't know if it's worth going Linebreaker Bailoff this early. I think I'll go for this. So scout. Well, if we're going green-white, we might be better off going for a green-white land than Scout the Wilderness. I think, yeah, I will take an early land. I'll go for a green-white land. That's my thinking. Okay, Nail Avizor Aeronaut is really good, I think. Blue-green. So maybe we go white, blue-green. Yeah, it does. It can scry every turn. Oh, if there are 5 basic land types among lands you control, draw a card. That's great. We do have Captain's Call though. Where is Outrider? Be good for the domain deck. It's a nice chunk of direct damage. But I think this is the best card in the pack, so we'll take Nael. Balmor's pretty cool. Doesn't really go with my deck at all. Might just have to ignore Balmor there. Griffin Protector. 2/3 flying for 4 mana. It's, I think, just okay. Doesn't come back with Serra Paragon. We've got a Bite Down. So that's an okay removal card. We also have a Snare Spinner, which is a nice 2-drop creature. We don't know how good Bite Down's going to be, but yeah, we've got 2 and 3 power on these guys. I think I'll take a Snare Spinner. Resolute Reinforcements, okay. That's another decent 2-drop, gives you a couple of creatures. That's, yeah, red-green, Slamfoot Survey. It's a bit expensive. That would be more for a white-black deck. Yeah, the reinforcements seem pretty good. And it is another creature card as well that can come back with Paragon, so that's an added bonus. We've got Rona there. Artillery Blast. If we're going 3 colours, that could be a decent removal spell. That would, with those 3 basics, it would do 4 damage to a tapped creature. That's a good black creature, but I think we'll ignore it. I think blue is looking like a splash colour here. I don't want cheap blue creatures, so I'll take the white removal card. We have another Nael. Griffin Protector, Destroy Evil, Mesa Cavalier. Right, so I think the one we're focusing on 2 and 3 drops, I think. I think Mesa Cavalier might be the best one. Destroy Evil is also good. Maybe we don't take 2 Naels, you know, as good as Nael is. Maybe we'll never get the mana fixing to player. It's between Destroy Evil and Mesa Cavalier, I think, here. I think I like the Cavalier. I think that goes with the theme. Just fits so well into the theme of the deck. It's going to be good. Okay, Juniper Order Rootweaver. I think that's actually good in a white-green deck. We do have Scout the Wilderness as well. I don't think... yeah, that can help us find our blue. So maybe we'd... on balance, we'd like to find our mana fixing. But this is also good for pumping up a flyer. Yeah, I think let's try the Juniper Order. It's another good 2-drop for the deck. Okay, there's a Crystal Grotto. That's Source of Scrying. That can mana fix as well. But it's that 2 mana for 1 of any colour type situation. I think this is where we'll take a Destroy Evil. Okay, we do have... We've committed to green somewhat. Well, a little bit. Blue, not so much. Probably not going to play a Pixie on turn 1. What's more likely? I think maybe the Pixie Illusionist is more likely that we're going to play. But Rulik Mons is maybe better. And it looks like we might be playing a bit of red and green. So, okay, let's go Rulik Mons. Let's see. That can fit in the deck. Meteorite, sort of emergency mana fixing if we need it. Outrider, it's pretty good. Bit of direct damage. It's got reach as well. I think I like the Outrider a bit more. Oh, this is where I take a Meteorite. Clockwork Drawbridge, okay. Oh, that's nice. So, Jaya, Fiery Negotiator. Been seeing a lot of this card. And we're playing enough red already. We can definitely use this card. Seems good.
You know what's happened to all my enemies? They're toast.
Cool. Maria Scholar of Antiquity. Tap an untapped non-token artifact you control. Add green. If we can somehow get 2 artifacts into play. So we've got Meteorite. And that's it, isn't it? This could be cool. I think we're going to grab Maria. Yeah, we definitely can't play him. Citizens at Rest is definitely on the cards here. That's a really good card. You can even bring it back with Serra Paragon, which would be insane. Maria's Outrider again for a first Vine Walk can help fix. Vine Shaper Prodigy is pretty good if we do go green and blue. Looks like we're going a bit more red, obviously with Jaya. I think, yeah, at this point actually just cut the blue idea. We probably can't fix for blue. I'm going to try and splash for red. Take the Citizen's Arrest. Right, that's nice. Red, white. Can make an army of soldiers. That's pretty good. So there's a removal spell, another Mirror's Outrider. Yeah, let's take Baird here. Got more soldiers. Destroy evil. We've got mana fixing, and that's quite tempting. Green, white, and red, green, which could be pretty huge. Can we ignore the reinforcements though for this? Honestly, no. I think I'd take the reinforcements here. It's a bit too good. That's another 4 mana flyer. Okay, that could pump things up. Artillery Blast. I'll take the Artillery Blast here. There's, yeah, red, green. Dude, could be quite good. So I'm not so keen on cheap green things at the moment, because we definitely want to play Baird and Jaya, so we might just be going red white. So I think Snare Spinner is off the table, but Radar is a bit more expensive, which just means you've got more chances to fix for the right mana and play it on curve. So yeah, we can try Radha. Okay, Lost Song of Day and Night. You gets your 1/1 flyer and then a couple of counters. That's quite good. It's not bad at all. Goes with our flying theme. We can Artillery Blast a bit more, but So we're definitely at the stage where we want some land to try and fix our mana, but that's definitely very playable. Another drawbridge, another Juniper order Rootweaver. Let's get the Rootweaver, I think. This big green creature could definitely work, but we've also got mana fixing here, sort of emergency mana fixing that we might need. But yeah, I'll take the big green creature. This isn't quite... actually, Salvaged Manaworker that's better mana fixing than the Grotto. And it's a 2-drop creature. And it's looking like we need mana fixing. I don't think we can get away with drafting another big creature. We've got to start drafting mana fixing, so we'll take that. Now there is a heroic charge here. We've got a go wide strategy going on. So don't underestimate how good this could be, I think. It's tempting to grab a big creature. I think maybe we're a heroic charge deck. I think we actually take this here. Then it's going to be the Mana Worker. Destroy evil. Yeah, destroy evil. Drag to the bottom. Nice. First one of those. Sideboard that. Okay, Shalai's Acolyte is a big flying creature. That can finish the game. Deathbloom Gardener's good for mana fixing as well, but I think I can't resist a big flying creature. Okay, blue, black, white, black. Not quite the mana fixing we need. Wrath, Weatherlight, Stalwart. I'm pretty sure this guy's good, isn't he? Whenever you cast instant sorcery, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. If you do draw a card, creatures you control get +1/+1 and vigilance till end of turn. Joda's Codex, a bit of card draw, another Clockwork Drawbridge. Nothing actually too inspiring. I'll go ahead and take the best card, which is Wrath. I don't think we're playing him, but it's nice to have options. Okay, blue-green land might be playable. Captain's Call is definitely good for our go-wide strategy. Let's grab Captain's Call. Alright. There's not much here. Broken Wings. Fact enchantment creature with flying. Maybe that's vaguely playable. I don't see myself playing Joda's Codex. Smash to Dust. Maybe that's good. Lagamos is definitely cool, but we can't really play him. Keldon Strike Team, yeah, this is good. This builds up my team. Yeah, 4 mana flyer. I think it's too expensive. Let's get the mana fixing. Let's get a grotto. Sort of emergency mana fixing. Artillery Blast, Heroic Charge. I just want 1 charge in the deck, I think. I think we could take another strike team. Okay. Sunlight Herbalist. Oh, yeah, I like this card. Let's grab the Herbalist. Do we have a lot of things that have enlist? And it doesn't look like there's a lot of things, which is a shame. Nothing. It's nothing with enlist. I think I want to take the Herbalist anyway. We do have a lot of 2-drops to choose from. Maybe 2 artillery blasts is enough anyway. Okay, let's take that. Uncommon. Yeah. Sure, I'll take that one. Well, we got a red Planeswalker, so I think we will drop green from the deck, see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough artifacts to really make the most of Meria, but 3/3 for 3 mana is quite good. But, you know, not really worth splashing green for. Yeah, there's a few things with green kicker, like Juniper or the Druid. But we've always got a couple of mana workers we could use to fix things. I don't know if we need a meteorite, so I think we can cut that. Maria's Outrider. It's probably going to do 2 direct damage. Clockwork Drawbridge is very defensive, and I think we're quite an aggressive deck, to be honest, so I'm going to drop that one. And I think it gets hard to trim it down from here, so I'm going to call that end of part 1, and I'm going to have a bit of a think about the deck. So thanks for watching so far. Hey guys, I'm back. So I've tweaked the deck slightly. So yeah, there's maybe a few weaknesses in the deck I've identified. So the problem I've got with Baird, we don't have many ways of pumping up power. For that reason, so my original plan, I was just going to drop both of my 5-drops. I have dropped the Maria's Outrider, but I've kept Shalai's Acolyte, because the Acolyte can actually pump itself up and trigger Baird. I think we actually need it in the deck, because the only other things that can get pumped up are the monk tokens with prowess. I suppose there's Heroic Charge. That's you're not gonna. You can't. This is usually though you want to save this as a finisher. This isn't really a realistic one to use. So I'd say you got Jaya, you got Love Song of Night and Day. That, on step 3, that pumps things up. And you've got the Juniper Order Rootweavers, which need green mana to pump things up. So it's about 4 sources of pumping power. We didn't pick up any in-list creatures, you see. But I think it's still worth playing Baird. But that's just a little note for future Boros decks. We probably need to try and take an in-list creature or two. And we're not going to play Pixie Illusionist. I realise I can't go 3 colours and try and play blue. I wanted to play Wrath by the Light Stalwart, and I realised I will drop a plains. I could drop a plains for an island, and then that's dropping us down to 8 white sources, and that you want 9 white sources, I think, for it's mostly a white deck. So dropping to 8, I think that's going to hurt our consistency. Hurt our consistency. So I don't think we can play Wrath. So it's really only if we were to play a blue card. All we've got is Crystal Grotto and a couple of Mana Workers. I don't think 3 sources is enough to get this out consistently. So we can't really play Wrath. The other thing I was considering was Smash to Dust. I did have this in the deck, and you can just imagine someone else playing Boros aggro with lots of soldiers. This is a one-way Wrath of God kind of thing. It's going to wipe out all their soldiers. Occasionally, this is going to be fantastic, but also a lot of the time, I think it will be a dead card. What I can say though is, hey, I'm playing a deck that can match another Boros deck in terms of sheer number of bodies I can put out. So, in a way, that's an answer to the threat of Boros. I don't need Smash to Dust. That's my theory. That's what I'm going with. So yeah, the mana curve. We've got loads of 2-drops. We've got 12. So usually the kind of the template for the curve that I have in mind is 2 1-drops, 7 2-drops, 6 3-drops, 4 4-drops, 3 5s, and 1 6+. So yeah, we've indexed quite hard on 2-drops. Hopefully that's that's going to give us a good start. Get bodies on the board early, which might help. And then we're going to build up the board and finish with a heroic charge at some point, or maybe just get through with a big flyer, or start recursing things with Paragon. So yeah, well, I think I'll just let's get on with it. Let's get it started. Okay, yeah, I've got a couple of things costing 2. We could play Strike Team on turn 3, just for a 3/1 haster. That could keep the pressure up. And we've got white and red mana, so that's good. That's a good start. That's our 4th land, so that's important for Captain's Call. We can obviously play Reinforcements at the end of his turn, so that's a good start for him. 2/2 Menace. Keldon Strike Team. Yeah, I think we've got nothing to spend our mana on, you see, so, well, unless we want to hold up mana for Artillery Blast. Doesn't have first strike, right? just got to double check that. And we've got another another strike team coming later, so that's my reasoning. Obviously, this can get pumped to 3, so we don't want to block it. We would lose that fight. Okay, we've got a few options here, actually. I'm going to try and swing in with everything. We'll see if he's got... He might have his own heroic reinforcements, but we'll just take that risk. He did indeed. So he can take out my 3-1. But that means he's tapped his mana, so he can't pump up his knight anymore. So yeah, we'll go ahead and kill the knight. I think that is just going to keep getting through for damage. And just to check, that should do 3 damage, that artillery blast. And we can have a mana worker as well. So the question whether we should swing in with the mana worker. Okay, no, he's got a good card here. That's very good, isn't it? Okay, Juniper order Rootweaver. We could pump our mana worker. That makes it a bit of a target. That's the only problem. If we just do something innocuous like pump the soldier to 2-2, then we've got a couple of 2-2 blockers to block Aaron. And I think I want to do the Juniper order guy now, whilst I still can, because the mana worker's probably going to get blown up at some point. And we can't attack really, so no attacks. So we got to that stage where we're building up the board. We're hoping for heroic charge. But we didn't get him down too much life. We had quite a close game so far. Now he's got. Now we do have a breakthrough card, Shalai's Acolyte, which we can't kick just yet. But 3/4 flyer might be a good one. Or we could go for the Captain's Call. The Warhorse is very scary, so. I think you just want to chump block the Warhorse. I think it's kind of a losing proposition when you try to block with everything and try and figure out whether you can beat it or not. Of course, Aaron can tap and pump his team as well, which is quite scary. If we play the Acolyte, he's got to sort of answer it, or we're swinging in for 3 damage every turn. This is a 5-turn clock. And then I think Captain's Call later, because we don't have heroic charge yet. So I think I'd rather do this now. I don't think I'll wait for 2 more mana. I think a 5-turn clock is kind of good enough. He's probably got an answer for it, but we'll see. Okay, right, he's seriously making an army. He's dwarfing my army at the moment. And then he can obviously tap this and pump everything up, which is quite scary. Banalish Sleeper. Was it kicked? Okay, sacrifice a creature. I guess I'll lose Resolute Reinforcements. Can't use Aaron at this point now. He doesn't have anything with reach, does he? Just double check that. That is a lot of creatures he's got. Okay, well let's swing in with the Acolyte. He did not have an answer for it, and now he can play Captain's Call, and we've got 3 chomp blockers basically, because he's gonna. Looks like he's about to batter me here. And if we remember that Smash to Dust card, that would be quite good in this situation. That would take out 3 of his guys. But he's got a Bone Splinters. He's top decked. Nice. Okay. That's all he's got. Then he can pump everything. That's a 4/4. That's a 3/3. 4/2. 2/2. So that, yeah, the 1/1, in fact, obviously gets sacrificed. This can just, become quite easily a 6/5. There's no prospect of killing this, so I think we just chump block that. That said, if we think this through, right? For every creature he sacrifices, it gets 1 toughness. At the moment, we can block with a couple of 2/2s. I think we kill the Warhorse here. It's just we are... because he's got nothing in hand here. This is a good opportunity to kill the Warhorse. I've just talked myself into it, because we block there, and we match him. Now he can win this by sacrificing one of these. If we chuck in one of these, he has to sacrifice 2 things to win this. Do we make sure we kill it? Now it's like 6. So he's got to sacrifice his entire team. Because, yeah, it's only getting 1 toughness, everything it sacrifices. I think that might be a reasonable plan. Do we want to keep our Salvaged Manaworker? Because we could swap that in for one of these dudes. This might be a bad decision, but let's see. It means we can't. We've already had a Juniper order. There is one other one in the deck. Okay, so he has traded that off. Okay, fair enough. And he's got this army of quite big creatures now. That gains me 2 life. That's quite nice, but that probably wants to trade off for the 4/2. That seems like a good trade here. Thought better kill the Warhorse now because he's probably got Captain's Call in his deck, and that makes the Warhorse quite scary. Okay, that's quite scary. That's a 7/3. Aaron, I've got a card which kills 4 toughness creatures. Right. I could chuck 3 soldiers at that to kill it, and then I still have my Cavalier. And we have a problem with Aaron. He does have a card in his hand as well, which worries me. So we could chuck 4 blockers at Aaron. But I've got an out in the deck to stop Aaron. Okay, I think I'm going to block with the 3 soldiers. And we'll just see if he might have a combat trick. But I'll have to just take that on the chin if he does. Okay, Cavalier's got to trade with a sleeper, I think, here. If he decides to attack. I don't think I can get away with attacking. So that's 8 damage coming in. I'm dead in 2 turns. So yeah, no attacks. Try and buy time until we can get Destroy Evil. We'll just let that through, so we're dead in 4 turns. Okay. Right, Love Song of Night and Day. Okay, we are going to be bold and draw some cards, because we need to draw Destroy Evil right now. Oh boy, it wasn't the best. We got rid of a couple of land off the top, and we've got a scry land, so that's okay. Can we find Destroy Evil? Yeah, it is coming up next. That's good. We got 2 cards closer to Destroy Evil. Let's see, the Swarm can trade with the Cavalier now. He found a cut down. Okay. So yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. I think that's 9 damage. If he has Heroic Charge, he wins. So if I want to play around the Heroic Charge, Manaworker has to chump block. I may have given him a Heroic Charge with that card draw thing. We had to do that though. Anyway, if he doesn't have Heroic Charge, we're on 3 life. Of course, we can get another blocker next turn. We could double block the Sleeper, or trade with the Swarm, and then we've got a pump for the Manaworker. Yeah, I think that's the game plan. I think he just has to not have Heroic Charge. And he has another attacker. Yeah, he drew into some slightly better things than me. Play a Mountain. At least we've got Aaron. Do we kill him now before he draws something? We're on 3 life. We can maybe... Oh, well, the Manaworker can block the Cult Conscript, right? The Baird can block the Banalish Sleeper. Okay, I think the correct thing to do, you put a stop on upkeep phase. Oh, that's a good point. He could still use this to pump when he untaps. I think I'll Destroy Evil on that now. So Manaworker has to trade there, and then we've got to just block the Sleeper like that. 1 damage gets through. Oh, up to 2. Let's just do that. Oh, I was just thinking I could play that with Flash Speed, but no. Okay, submit 1. Right, let's read this card. When it enters the battlefield, it was kicked equals X damage to any target where X is the number of attacking creatures. So when he attacks with 2 creatures, that should come in and blow something up. Okay. No attacks. And turn. How much does this cost? 6. Yeah. We can hold the planes. That's 2 damage. We could kill either of these. If we kill the Swarm, Manaworker can trade with the Sleeper, or we kill the sleeper and we block the swarm. I think we take out the swarm. Because I'm on 2 life and it's an evasion creature. I think that makes sense. That's coming back, and we'll try and trade off here like that. Could have double blocked, I suppose, but I've just decided I'll keep my my dude. Okay, so we can't attack, right? He has a removal spell, and I leave 1 blocker back. We're dead, so let's keep our 2 blockers. And the turn. Baird's not doing anything at the moment. Would be nice if I could pump something up, but... Okay, that's a big creature. Right. Okay, well this is going to have to chump block Senga Connoisseur. Baird will have to trade off with a Cult Conscript, and that's just a fact of life. Interesting. What does Jaya do? I guess you... yeah, if I have lots of things. Well, we top-decked Jaya. We can make a 1/1 monk token. That does not help us. But we can also exile the top 2 cards of the library. So that's pretty cool. We have to literally find Destroy Evil number 2 in the top 2 cards. That is 18 cards. So what, a 1 in 9 chance? Let's see if we're lucky. Could also get Serra Paragon. Artillery Blast kind of works. Oh, you may play that card this turn. That sucks. Never mind then. We can't play that this turn. Because, okay, we'll play the Manaworker because we can. And go next. And no attacks. And end the turn. So yeah, quite a strong Orzhov deck. Aaron is quite powerful, sort of pumping the team, and then he had a lot of things that made creatures. How did we do on land here? So 9 land, 5, 8 land. Actually, we did draw the same amount of land. It looks like. Because it's not looking good. I've got to be honest. We've got a chump block here, and then I guess we've got a 1 in about 8 chance next turn of hitting that Destroy Evil. So that wasn't it. Let's try again. What was that? Citizen's Arrest is another good hit. I've kind of forgot about that one. Now, do we think white has any haste creatures? I think it's only a red thing. I hope I'm not wrong there. Let's. He can't bring this back. He didn't die. He left the battlefield, so I think I can attack for 1. I'll feel very silly if there's a way of killing me here. Heroic Charge. That's could have done with you earlier. Okay, well, good news. We can start building an army.
Get out there and blaze a path.
And let's keep swinging in with this guy. And then that should be 6, 7 damage, right? Next turn. So the turn after that I can get lethal. depending on what he can do, of course. Oh boy, okay, Shieldred's Restoration. And he's going to gain a whole load of life from that as well. He makes 2 creatures. Okay. Fair enough. That's sort of equalised the board. Okay, well, there's the other Destroy Evil. Now, are we scared about these guys getting through? I think we now just keep making monks rather than... Oh, that's interesting. There's the -2 here. Attack with 2 creatures. The -2 pops the Cavalier. But because a creature died, he can bring back Cult Conscript and attack with 2 creatures. So then I still die. So we've got to make another monk this turn, I believe.
Go on. Impress me.
And... maybe we can... no, he's on 13 life now. I think it's quite hard to kill him. But what a close game we've ended up with. It's quite nice to actually see my my Planeswalker. We do have a Serra Paragon in here somewhere as well. Only 11 cards left. We don't want to go too crazy with the exiling 2 cards. Unless he's obviously got... oh, he's got Braids, okay. And I can't destroy evil on that, which is annoying. So if he can sacrifice an enchantment, he can kill my Citizen's Arrest, of course. Okay, yeah, obviously I lose 2 life, I die. So if he can get a card type I don't have as well, like an artifact... oh no, I do have an artifact. Okay, the 2/2 guy is attacking. Alright. He's got nothing in hand. So, do I want to waste my heroic charge and trade? No, not really. So, do we trade Manaworker and Monk for this guy? Yes. I think we do. Gets Cult Conscript back. Braids gets to do something. Sacrifice the Conscript. We have to lose 1/1. Cult Conscript can come back again. It's looking like he's going to push through enough damage. It's end step he gets to sacrifice, so I could still block and take 1 from that. Okay, my turn. So it looks kind of bad. We can make a 1/1, or we could sort of gamble and exile the top 2 and hope for maybe Serra Paragon that can bring something else out of the graveyard. Does he have an easy win if I just make a 1/1? Because we still have 1 life to play with. He can only... But if we exile the top two, we could completely whiff. We could hit 2 lands and then we're just dead. So I think I will make the 1/1 because I think we'll chomp block Braids, we'll block the Conscript, we'll take 1 damage. That's the theory.
Taught them everything they know.
Okay, no attacks. End turn. Sort of feel like I've made a mistake somewhere. I think we'll have to use Heroic Charge to trade off with Braids. Oh. Each player sacrifices a creature, okay. Feel like that's bad for me, isn't it? Yeah, I think he just got me there. But he managed to top deck removal to take out one of my blockers for his 1/1. Okay, yeah, I think he got me. I'm not going to concede, though. Oh yeah, he can sacrifice himself as well. He still gets to attack with 3. So yeah, obviously now, in hindsight, I should have taken the gamble, but yeah, he top deck removal basically. Okay, good game. I don't think I missed lethal with Heroic Charge because he was on 13 life. I don't think I did, but I wasn't. Yeah, I just didn't give it much thought. But yeah, I think he had 2 Banalish Sleepers that game. That's quite a powerful Orzhov common, I think. So immediate rethink: do we bring in Smash to Dust here? Okay, I think yes. Let's bring it in. Do we drop Shalai's Acolyte because it's a big creature? I think not. I think we can drop a 2-drop, but I think we've got to keep the Mana Workers. I'm wondering, is it Samite Herbalist that we drop? Because this is designed for enlist creatures, and we don't have any enlist creatures. Gaining life and scrying when you're attacking, but most of the time you won't be able to attack. So I think because there's no enlist, this is just, you know, this is half a card. I think we can drop the Herbalist. We've gone down 1 creature, but I think because it's not just Boros, it's Orzhov that are going to be making loads of creatures. I think Smash to Dust could definitely be a good one. And there's also the Defender deck as well, and that kills defenders. So that's my reasoning. I think, yeah, bring in Smash to Dust. But that was a very close game, and quite nice to actually see my Planeswalker there. Sometimes you go through a run and you won't draw your rares. Or well, it's usually you miss one of your rares and you think, where did that go? Okay, we've got removal, we've got a couple of 3-drops. So it's not a fast start. We managed to avoid all of our 2-drops, but you can't argue with getting the right mana. Okay, that's so. In fact, the previous guy mulliganed, but we top decked a 2-drop. Nice. We have blue, a white. Maybe a defender deck. There's the coral colony that mills you. There's the one that makes birds, the white one, which is quite scary. Could do a 3/1 haster. In fact, we've got both of our 3/1 hasters. Nice. on turn 3, or we could go for the Skyrider. Okay, Mesa Cavalier. Obviously, yeah, you have to kick this for it to do anything. I was just thinking, oh, I can pop that guy. I'm thinking, I don't mind if he trades this for a Keldon strike team. I'm going to attack. I mean, I could arrest this. That doesn't seem good. Let's go aggressive. He's going to let it through. Okay. We're hoping we can hit 5 mana to kick a Keldon strike team. Okay, I'm guessing he's, yeah, just going for the bird. So we've got a flyers deck, it looks like. Excellent, we have drawn our 5th land, so we can kick a Keldon strike team next turn. What do we do this turn? We either do just Resolute Reinforcements. You could arrest a Cavalier. You could play an unkicked Skyrider, which that seems bad. I don't want to do that. I think we're just racing my opponent at this point. Of course, he's going to pump his 2 guys up. He's going to get a 2/2 and a 3/2 flyer. And I'm going to take 5 damage in the air. So this is not a 2/1 flyer, this is actually a 3/2 flyer. So I think 3/2 flyer is starting to get quite scary. Citizen's Arrest might well be justified. It just means, yeah. This might be a terrible idea. But it's going to save me 3 damage next turn. And I've got other answers in my deck. Has he got he's got a defense spell. He's got Shore Up. Oh god. Well, I didn't, yeah, I was thinking there aren't any 1 mana counter spells, are there? There's no Spell Pierce, of course. I forgot about Shore Up. I do have a list of all the instants somewhere, so okay, how many Shore-Ups you got in your deck? We're going to just do an Artillery Blast on this. We found another removal card. We got him this time. Thank goodness for that. I think we'll save the reinforcements for the end of his turn. He's got a nice blocker there now. So we still want to hit a 6th land to get our Skyrider. Okay, reinforcements, end of turn. Do we have any way of pumping out stuff? I don't think so. I'm going to kick a Keldon strike team. But I'm not going to attack with everything. I'll just attack with a strike team. And maybe the Manaworker as well. Okay, getting stalled for time. Fair enough. No attacks. It's a good card, that. Saved him some damage. Micromance, oh nice. It's a cool card. It's a timely interference. Target creature gets -1 power. That creature attacks if able. Ah, destroy evil. So it's sort of like a 3 toughness deck I'm up against. Okay, we can't attack with anything. I'm going to play Baird. Got the Baird problem. We don't have anything that's pumped up. No attacks, I think. And end turn. I think it's interesting. He's got... Okay, Soaring Drake. It's another thing I can't kill with Destroy Evil. So that's looking like a bit of a scary threat. Okay, we have hit the 6th mountain. Right. Don't attack with Baird. He's got timely interference to take Keldon Strike team down to 2 power, which is annoying, so if that attacks, he'll die. But I think we want him to use timely interference, and the strike team is expandable, kind of. But we're going to lose, obviously, 2 things on the ground. I think we keep back the Mana Worker as well. Okay, let's go to combat. We keep back Baird, attack with 5 things. We're gonna, yeah, we need that Mana Worker if we get for the kicker costs to pump things up. 5 attackers. He might have another protection spell. We don't know what that card is. And it's just a case of take out the flyer. Yeah. So he's used that now. We always knew that was on the card, so we lose 2 creatures. But we've traded them for a flyer. Raph's a good one. Oh boy. If he uses that pump ability, then I can get him. 3 damage. He can pump up this to 4/4. And I guess I don't want to trade Baird and my flyer, so yep, that gets through. He's got me there. So whenever he casts instant sorcery, tap 2 untapped things. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the mountain. We're not worried about discarding cards against this deck. But we've got the aerial advantage now. Let's just swing in the air. We've got 3 1/1s here that could all block the Micromancer. That's what I'm thinking. Or we could say, hey, Baird is pretty useless at the moment. Let's block with all of these. I think the Manaworker is still kind of crucial. Because we want to kill Wrath. And we want to trade off the Micromancer with my creatures. That's my theory. Because Wrath is going to draw him lots of cards. I can always get Baird back with Serra Paragon. That's my argument. Baird could be fantastic, but we've got to make a sacrifice somewhere, I think, to just try and win in this situation. Okay, resolve that, so they get to 4 toughness. And we take out Wrath. So, he's got 3 cards. One of them's a land. Oh well, at least that's some scrying. And that's mana fixing as well, so I'm not reliant on the Manaworker anymore. I can use him to block and attack. Get rid of that land, please. Potentially getting through with 2 or 3 damage on the ground as well. So, if you cast an instant or sorcery, this is unblockable. That's worth remembering. Okay, Shalai's Acolyte. That's a good one. Now, I've got this idea. I just attack with everything. And then if he's got some instant play, he might not have, you know, counter magic for Shalai. Just go for it with everything. Just means we're going to lose one of our 1/1s to this blocker. That's 4 damage through. What I would feel really terrible about if he does have a sweeper, but trying to think off the top of my head, there must be a white sweeper in this set. I think in that case we'll just play super safe and we'll try and win with Cleaving Skyrider next turn. We might be letting him off the hook, but we're playing around a potential sweeper. I need to learn my sweepers. Oh, there's Heroic Charge, so we've got an alternate win with that as well. And looks like we just get through and do damage and win. Okay. Who's that targeting? Okay. So he's gone. Let's... Do we want to give them trample? Yeah. I'm not sure why we need to give them trample, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, that was one reason to not do that. But that is, you see, we've revealed the Destroy Evil in his hand. This, which would have killed Shalai. Okay, I'll swing with the reinforcements here. So yes, my opponent had some nasty tricks up his sleeve. Off the top of my head, I don't know if there's a big power sink in this set, like Syncopate. Is there Syncopate in this set? I'm gonna actually consult my list of instants. Just a second. It's called, what's this? Dominaria United. Instance, blue instance, please. Runner's Vortex, Shore Up. Timely Interference, Essence Scatter. Oh, we could have Essence Scatter. Okay, right. Okay, right. So I'm going to kick Shalai's Acolyte. Because why not? I mean, it's 4 toughness anyway, so... It's interesting seeing all of the removal appear. That's built. Yeah, that's a nice cantrip. That's another life point, and that's another scry. He's got something good on top, so it's probably another removal card. One of them's a land. That's good news. This has turned into a closer game than I'm more comfortable with. Okay, swing for 1. He has a few tricks up his sleeve, it is fair to say. Does he have another answer? I could let Sunlight Herbalist through. I don't know if there's something that does 4 damage. Well... Artillery Blast, Destroy Evil, take up the shield. Oh, Join Forces is a +2/+2. If he had Join Forces, Join Forces. Oh no. He's going to win, I think. That is painful. And he's coming in for 6 damage next turn, potentially, as well. And he's got Tolarian Terror. Oh my god. He's literally won. He's turned it around. I don't think it was a wrong decision to not play the Acolyte. Because he ended up using Destroy Evil on a Mana Worker. But there you go. We've got a Mana Worker. We've got a blocker. We're on 8 life. It's just he's got no cards left. We'll see what he top decks. Does he top deck another answer to the Acolyte? If he does, I mean, fair play to him. The other thing is, Herbalist is going to get him to 6 life, so I don't quite have the win just with the Acolyte. This is turning into a close one. Okay, you see that gets him 6 to 6 life points. He scries that to the bottom. So yeah, that means this is his sort of conservative attack, I would say. I think I block with a Mana Worker. He might have a pump spell here, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, Radiant Grove is a source of green. We will attack with the Acolyte. Does he have another answer? Yes, he's got a flyer to block with. But he's not attacking. Choose target creature and opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, Jaya Fire Negotiator deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature. Bear in mind, this guy has one card in hand. I've got to attack with all three creatures to kill the Protector. If he's got an answer for my Acolyte and I've tapped out, I lose next turn. So that is one way to lose.
Frankly, destruction is best left to the professionals.
But it also it wins this turn if he hasn't top decked another answer to the Acolyte. Or we just play it safe. We play a monk. We play another blocker. Yeah, I'm going to play it safe. Let's swing with the Acolyte. We won't use the Negotiator's ability until afterwards. We make a 1/1 blocker so we can chomp block if we need to. I think maybe that's a sensible decision there, because chances are he could have had another answer. And then I've got, I can get through on the ground to do 1 damage. He has got a Destroy Evil. Okay. What's the other card? Is it another Tolarian Gazer? Then I'm going to be in trouble. Now I have to start exiling cards off the top. It could be I could have won last turn, but it wasn't safe to do so, not knowing what he had in his hand. Two games in a row we've actually seen Jaya Fiery Negotiator, but they are they're going long. We're going down to the wire in these games. He's deep in the tank. What is this card? So, yeah, if I look at my instance, the white pump spell is join forces. 2 creatures get +2/+2, and they untap. He could have stall for time to tap down 2 of my creatures and stun them. And he would draw a card from that. It's a good chance he's got a cantrip in hand. If he does nothing, do we just hope for the best, attack with everything as well? What's the instant life gain situation here? I think the life gain thing is sorcery speed. There's things like Rona's Vortex. Timely interference, of course, we've seen. So he can take care with that extra creature that's going through. I think, yeah, to be safe, I've got to keep making creatures until I can overwhelm him and be sure he doesn't have answers to every extra creature, because then I lose on the backswing if I'm not careful. Okay, I guess he did not have the answer. He timed out. We have a victory. Thank goodness for that. thought I might be going 0-3 again. Two tough games, gotta say. And his yeah, Samite Herbalist did some work there. I've just dropped my Samite Herbalist. Maybe I will come to regret it. But also the Turn to Dust card, doing 1 damage to everything, seems quite good. There's quite a few 1 toughness things. We've seen them in both games actually. Okay, so problem here. No red mana. We do have a 2-drop. Opponent is going first. I will draw an extra card. I've got, if I draw any red mana, I can cast everything in my hand. I do have one of the big things. So it is basically a 6-card hand for the early game. It's keepable, but I think we can do better. I'm going to go for a mulligan here. Okay, that's better. We've got 3 land. We've got a mountain. We've got a 2-drop. Ooh, Serra Paragon. Do we take the Serra Paragon? I think we do because it's ridiculously good. And we don't have. We need 4 mana to get Citizen's Arrest going, but that takes out anything. Okay, keep 6. And I think we'll go for the Citizen's Arrest. We could do that on turn. We can't do that on turn 3. No, so Artillery Blast could be relevant early game. Okay, we're going to put the Arrest back in the deck just because it's awkward to cast. We're going to need another land to cast it. So, hello. We did hit another land, and it gives us access to green without having to pay the grotto tax. So that's pretty cool. Okay, another red-white deck. I think red-white's going to be very popular. We've got the Recruiter. We've got our 2 mythics, so Paragon and Jaya seems pretty overpowered. Okay, he has removal. Soaring Drake. Okay. Smash to Dust. Smash to Dust, I've just drawn. Right. We've actually... This will do 4 damage. Let's scry. And the argument here is we can cast everything... Oh, no. We can't cast Jaya. We do need this mountain to cast Jaya. Therefore, we'll keep it. I'm scared about protection spells as well, so I'm thinking we can afford to take 2 damage. He might tap out. But just for mana efficiency reasons, we're now going to do the Artillery Blast at end of turn, and you might be able to save it. I think it's the correct way of doing it. Okay, timely interference to draw a card. He's going to try and draw into his protection. He didn't find it. Yeah, it's an interesting choice there. Let's think about counterspells. Blue counterspells. We have Essence Scatter countering creatures and Negate countering non-creatures. And we have Urtai's Scorn, which is 2 blue and 1. So has he packed Negate or Essence Scatter? Because we could either go Jaya or Serra Paragon. I think I'm going to go with Jaya. I think it's got no pressure on the board. I think it makes sense. Paragon's great when you can cast something from the graveyard immediately. And we can get some monks on the board.
You're no match for my students.
But if this guy can beat me, beat my 2 mythics, then fair play to him, I have to say. In the end of the day, he just needs the right answers. So destroy evil, kill the Paragon, or an Essence Scatter. And he could just if he can get out another flyer as well to just kill Jaya. Interesting, okay. That suggests he is looking for cards. Right, we make another monk. I think that's pretty simple. And I think we play Serra Paragon here. I haven't looked up what the wraths are. I know drag to the bottom is a wrath in this set. So if Paragon survives, we can recast Baird. If we use Heroic Charge... Okay, he did have another Tolarian Geezer, okay. So that's a nice card, isn't it? He's going to get through his deck, he's going to find his answers. He's going to build up his life total. He'll be nicely cushioned. How many more of these has he got? He could have 5 or 6 in the deck, because it is a common. He's just conceded, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Turn 4 Planeswalker. So I can have absolutely no complaints about my deck there. I've now played Paragon and Jaya. I played Jaya all 3 games, so I've been very, very, very lucky indeed. Okay, it is a 2-lander. I am going first. I've got... This covers all my colours of mana. That's an argument in favour of the hand. We have a 2-drop, we have an Artillery Blast, so that's another argument in favour. And I guess we're 1 mana away from the Strike Team, 1 white mana from the Citizen's Arrest, so hopefully we can just survive long enough to get to land number 3. I think we keep this. Okay, we've got another 2-drop. And we're okay about just playing these without the kicker cost, that's fine. Just need some Grizzly Bears on the board early. Wow, so that guy's already a 3/3 because he got his tap land. We did hit a plains. I think Citizen's Arrest seems good on this guy. We could wait and Artillery Blast him, but it's Citizen's Arrest worthy, and we can get through with 2 damage. We could kick a Juniper order next turn. That's good. We're very happy to see more land. We could Captain's Call here, just because we have 4 mana. He might have negate, but that's okay. Another untapped land, and we can Keldon strike team next turn as well. So this is a pretty serious domain deck. He's hit domain 4. He just needs a mountain. There is one... Okay, the Rager. Of course, yeah, that is the 3 mana card draw dude. And he's got a bit of scrying. He's going to keep something on top. Right, so I think I should Rootweaver and pump a 1/1. That sort of makes sense to me. He's going to trade off like that, okay. He could have drag to the bottom if he's playing a domain deck. That is one thing to be concerned about. He needs another black source of mana to do that. Or, well, in fact, any source of untapped mana, because he can pay the grotto tax. Good card. We can actually kill that with Artillery Blast if he does attack in, or we can do Destroy Evil right now. I think that's definitely pretty awesome. So lethal next turn with the Resolute Reinforcements coming out. See if he's got drag to the bottom. Or a Captain's Call. Okay, you gain 3 life. Okay, that should sort him out then. It's not quite drag to the bottom, but it'll keep him alive. We do have Keldon Strike Team. Oh, we have a kicked Keldon Strike Team this turn. So that's 5 damage, 7, 10. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's what. So that was I was on the play and I kept a 2-lander because it was we had the crucial. We had both. We had all our colours of mana basically, so we were lucky. We top deck land, so it turned into a good decision. That's 3 wins, so we're gonna go at least 50-50. That's nice. And the story of that game was actually my my removal, I think, as much as the creatures. I was able to take stuff out. Okay, we can keep this. If we don't hit a red mana source by turn 3, we can do the card draw version of this. Seems risky, but it means we don't have to mulligan, in my opinion. Because mulliganing is also bad. And we'll need more lands to cast Shalai as well. Okay, it's doing a bit of scrying. Okay, 1/2 creature, so he gets pumped by 2 power for every instant and sorcery. Artillery Blast still does 2 damage with 1 type of land. We could Citizen's Arrest that, but I'm not going to. I'll do the Love Song. We didn't draw any land. We're going to just draw 2 cards each. Two mountains. Cool. Ah, the Balduvian Berserker. And we have a target, so he'll be able to kill the bird, unfortunately. If we put out a lot of targets, we'll be able to benefit. There's a good chance we'll be able to benefit from the pump thing. The only problem is if he has Smashed to Dust and just kills everything, that would make me very sad. Do we risk it? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Captain's Call. If he has Smashed to Dust, then yeah, fair play. He's probably won the game. We have just given him lots of extra cards, so he might very well have drawn it. I'll get ready on the nice. The other option that turn, we could just... Okay, Lightning Strike on the bird. Interesting. Interesting choice. Let's take 4 damage. Yeah, because we want to pump 2 things up. We don't want to trade 2 for the amplifier right now. Right, so we could play a 5th land and do some stuff. We could actually, yeah. I think we could Citizen's Arrest that guy. Artillery Blast that guy. It seems excessive. But then we'll swing in for 5, and he'll have to sort of set up again. I think the amplifier is going to do me a lot of damage. Right, so this, yeah, 3 damage on the amplifier. He might have a protection spell. Let's tap a mountain, please. Artillery Blast on the amplifier. Okay, that worked. And I'm going to arrest the Berserker as well. I may come to regret that, but I'm getting through with 5 damage and don't have to worry about a backswing. And I've got more stuff in my hand that's good. We'll see what he's going to manage to do. Okay, yes, the 4/4 taps things down. He's not an artifact, unfortunately. Let's play that now. I think we'll play Keldon Strike Team and not attack. That's my big idea. But we'll lose him and we get through with 5 damage. If he has Smashed to Dust, we feel very stupid. But the Rootweaver could pump him to 4/2 next turn, and then he's trading with the Strider, which feels quite good. Okay, I'm going to do no attacks. Yeah, if he has Smashed to Dust, we feel pretty bad. That's always going to happen. Another Frostfist Strider. Okay. Hard to say that quickly. Right, so there is a possibility here. He has, for 1 blue, Sure Up. So it could be a 5/5. Let's just think red would be Flowstone Infusion. Okay. Right, okay, so definitely want to take this creature down. We don't have Heroic Charge in the hand. Gonna block this with everything. Take him down. Seems reasonable to me. Reasonable trade. Of course, he could have killed the 2/2 with an instant, the red instant. That was the only potential flaw in that plan. Okay, so we've got 6 mana. Do we wait until we can kick the Acolyte, is the question, because this wins rather quickly. We could play another Keldon Strike Team. The only thing is this is haste. We're not really making the most of it if it's just we're just playing it out boringly. Okay, I think I'll play an unkicked Acolyte. We can always pump it with a Rootweaver if we want. And then it's going to win in 5 turns. We'll feel bad next time we draw a land. It could have been bigger, but also playing the Keldon Strike Team and not attacking seems bad as well. The other thing, if we do hit 7 mana, we can Keldon Strike Team and hold Smash to Dust. Okay, fair enough. Gets bounced. Get another chance to kick it. Yeah, we can't kill that, so I'll let that through. Boom. Okay. Right. Do we play a kicked Shalai's Acolyte? It could get... Remember, it could get negated. He's got negate mana up. It's also a great time to play Keldon Strike Team. That's 11 damage. I'm going to go ahead and play the Acolyte. See if it gets negated. Yeah, we stop. He's got an instant. Essence Scatter is the other one. Okay, so we'll be on defense mode here. We'll try and block the Frost Strider. Frost Strider. Okay, Frost Strider number 3. And he's going to just be able to use that and kill a token creature. Seems reasonable. This is sorcery speed, right? Now, kicked Juniper Order Rootweaver is 3, kicked Strike Team is 5, so we should have 8 mana. We can do both of these, so we can pump this guy to 4/2. Obviously, he's probably got Frostfist Strider number 4. That's what I'm guessing. It is an uncommon. That's pretty good going if you get Not just draft three of an uncommon, but draw them in the first 19 cards as well. We're going to Keldon Strike Team. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Right, we're going to Keldon Strike Team like this. It was trying to tap my green mana, I swear it was. Go on, Frost Rider number 4. Oh, okay, that's a lot of damage. In fact, well, it's 2 damage. Okay. Yeah, he is just blue-red. He's not like the previous deck. It's a lot of 4/4s we're up against here. Okay, try and trade off there. Try and trade off there. He's got 1 card in hand. He's blue-red. Can he pump both of his guys? Do I need to block with this extra guy? Is there a way of giving 1 extra toughness in blue? There is timely interference. There is timely interference. Okay. And that is a cantrip. So, yeah, we'll have all of these block that one for that reason. Because he could timely interference, draw another timely interference. Wouldn't put it past him. Serra Paragon's a good draw. We just hope he doesn't have another counter spell. Just go for it. We can cast from the graveyard, so something that costs 4. We want to cast a Juniper Order, I think. Keep it simple. I can cast Love Song of Night and Day. That's very interesting. I don't want for him to draw lots of cards. I'll do the Rootweaver and we'll pump the Strike Team so it's a blocker for his Outrider. That was the original plan. We're on 5 life. I don't think I want to attack and have to sort of block with the Paragon. It's a land. What's the last card? Obviously this guy's got reach, so Paragon can't just swing in overhead. Has he got removal by any chance? He has early in battle him. Yeah. Hence 4 life for him as well. There's nothing special in the lands here, so yeah, we just trade for the Outrider. He's got no cards left. I'll point out he's playing red. He could have Keldon Strike Team himself. He could have Hasters, and I'm on 5 life. That said, we just top decked Jaya, which is pretty cool. We could just make a 1/1. That makes sense.
You should fight everything with fire. The experience will do you good.
So yeah, we went mythic again. I can't have any complaints about my deck, I think. Destroy Evil. There's the Destroy Evil. Yes, let's have a blocker. Let's swing in.
Come on, impress me.
Oh no. That's 2 damage. 2 direct damage, isn't it? Okay, we destroy evil in his turn. So it pumps up my dudes. Smash to dust 6, 8, 9. It's yeah, we won't smash to dust. Make another monk.
Get out there and blaze a path.
Right, so we should have lethal next turn, we think. See if he can haste me with something, or... Okay. That's a card. Okay, that's a flyer. He's on 8 life, though. It doesn't give any life gain. What's the Jaya emblem? That's what I can't do that. Okay, we've got to cast our Resolute Reinforcements. Oh, okay, smash to dust. Okay, this costs 6. We've got exactly 8 mana. Let's do Heroic Charge first, just to be safe, right? It doesn't give haste, by the way. Should be enough damage. But yeah, another close game. It's getting scary with these Outriders. Just lucky he only had Domain 2. Not sure we'll see many decks with 3 Frost Fist Striders. Feels like that's Jaya in every game so far, which is ridiculous. Oh, this doesn't look too good, but it is. So it's 2 lands, but we have drawn all of our white cards. We've got a 2-drop creature and 2 removal cards. We're going second, so we're drawing an extra card. Maybe this isn't as bad as it looks. I'll keep this one. Battlefly Swarm. It's got a fast start. We've drawn a 3rd land. So closer to getting... We need 1 more for Captain's Call. So going to follow up with a 2-drop as well. Okay, maybe we have a chance. Don't know if we artillery blast this. What's our plan? We've got a Cleaving Skyrider with flash. That's our plan for the swarm. As long as we've got a plan for it. Nice. Just remember we've got our reinforcements, end of turn. Nice. So, self-mill deck he's got. Lots of Battlefly Swarms. They do seem good, these. It's a Writhing Necromass deck. That's really exciting. Cool. I do like self-mill decks. If we kill it, it means it's his Necromass gets cheaper. We do have a Destroy Evil for the first Necromass, I suppose. Cleaving Skyrider with Flash. Or do we do... Let's do a Mesa Cavalier. I'm going to attack with a 1-1 and keep another 1-1 back. We could trade with a Battlefly Swarm here. That might be just a simple solution here. Oh. Wow. So yeah, he's got me there. So obviously we want to take this trade here. He's going to draw a card off it. I don't think the trade with the Battlefly Swarm is good if he's getting a card out of it. But 3 damage is quite significant. We have drawn our red mana. That's good. Good news. We've got, so the Terror Blast can kill Garnet if he attacks. I will swing with a Cavalier in the air because I'm not blocking with it. We'll end the turn there. It's probably suspicious. I've got a lot of untapped mana, but I can't help that. Balduvian Atrocity of all things. Okay, so he can get Soul Tender back. Nice. Another nice uncommon, this one. And that dies, sacrifice it at end step. A bit of self-mill happening as well. Okay, good news. He's attacking with Garner. This does 3 damage, right? You're out of there. So basically, we can sack this guy to stop 3 damage. This is gonna die anyway. Can we afford to take 3 damage against this deck? We can always use this blocker later when it's more critical, the situation. Manaworker is a good blocker. Captain's Call's pretty good. I think let's keep swinging with the Cavalier. You can do a bit of racing for me. Could triple block an Atrocity. He might have instant removal. There's a Writhing Necromass, okay. The first one. I'm sure there's 5 more to follow. Right, how much do we care about Balduvian Atrocity? He's got 1 spell in hand. Let's think about black-red things. Lightning Strike exists. Twinferno exists, which is double strike. That would be a disaster. Let's cut down as Battle Rage Blessing would be a disaster. Okay. There's a few disastrous things. Obviously this guy can get pumped up. I think we just block this guy with everything. We're in survival mode here. See if he's got Battle Rage Blessing. Okay, the Skyrider needs 6 mana, doesn't it? Yes. Shalai's Acolyte. Another flyer. So what was our plan? Destroy evil on the Necromass. There's this definite feeling I'm losing the battle. Losing the race here. I think it's Manaworker and Destroy Evil. Now what's the chances he was holding on to Battle Rage Blessing for his 5/5? Let me think about that. Okay. So there's a chance. Yeah, let's on upkeep blow up the Necromass. That seems to make sense to me. Do we... Yeah, let's keep going with the Cavalier. I don't think I want to block with it yet. So he has to use his Battle Rage Blessing now if he has it, but no. Okay. This guy can get pumped to 5/5. Okay, your opponents cannot gain life as well. Still going to be 5/5. And we've got this menace. We've got to double block it. So no blocks, I think. Potentially take 5. He's only going to do 2 because he's got follow-up. Okay. And that can bring something back. Of course, that can bring back the Necromass. I completely forgot about the Soul Tender. And then he can just play that because it's very cheap. Interesting heroic charge. Get through with about 10 damage with that. That's sort of getting to quite a decent level. Battlefly Swarm is staying back on defense, so he can block the Cavalier. Okay, but we're going to keep going with the Cavalier. He can trade off with Swarm. And I'm just going to play Shalai's Acolyte. So potentially this is 10 damage, 11 damage now. He can swing in with... he's tapped out. Let's say he does 11 damage. My heroic charge does 5, 8, 11... 14 damage. Let's count again here. 8 mana means he gets +4/+4. 6 + 5 is 11. I'm on 12. No blocks. He's got 1 card, but I'm going to take a risk. If I've miscounted, I'll feel pretty bad here. He could have a lightning strike, I think. Oh, that was a close one. My goodness. But that's a very cool deck. I don't think we'll see self-mill decks too often. Oh, nice. Another Edgar. That's cool. 'Cause cool. 'Cause 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 ' Okay, it's a go first. We've got all our colours of mana covered. 2-drop creature there. 2-drop removal and some 3-drop things. I think I'm going to keep it, and it's, you know, a little bit risky as we know, but mulliganing is kind of risky as well in a way. I think this is keeping this is slightly better than mulliganing, but it's close. Okay, another Battlefly Swarm. We're at the I mean, this is a good common. This is basically a removal card for 1 mana. Let's have some reinforcements. So, Orzhov deck. Yeah, the first deck I played was Orzhov, wasn't it? And I lost to it. Aren't we lucky? Wow, we got our 3rd land. That is very nice indeed. Do we want to draw cards with Love Song of Night and Day? Only if we miss a land drop, I think. See if he's got reinforcements as well. Yes, he does. I'll have a Cavalier. Now, how okay are we trading a Cavalier for a Battlefly Swarm? I think we just have to take that on the chin, don't we? But see, we're not going to take that trade. Okay, we missed the land drop. This could be a very stupid thing to do, but I want to draw cards because I've got all these cool kicker costs that I can't do anything with. So nice, we got lands. That's what we wanted. The Vanguard. I think possibly trading Cavalier for Vanguard's a good trade. So I might hold it back for a bit of blocking. A bit scared of these Vanguards. You can't pump the team yet. Okay, we'll block like that. I think yeah, I'm not going to block with Cavalier. Herbalist. You kind of have to block the Herbalist. Can't let it keep scrying every turn. I think Captain's Call would be the right call here. He can probably pump his team next turn, which could be quite scary. I'm going to go ahead though and attack with the Cavalier. We just have to keep 2 things alive, really. Oh, is he going to kill it? Yeah, artillery blast. Fair enough. We want to keep 2 things alive so we can have counters on 2 things. I might stop in my upkeep because I could always cast an Something instant speed in my upkeep. Oh my god. Well, that's a nice one. Something else I want to cast now. Well, we can trade with the herbalist and still have 2 creatures to pump up. Let's draw a card here. Let's go to main, please. Now there was another option it looks like I've missed out on. So if I didn't take that trade, potentially... No, I don't know if it... No, it wouldn't have worked anyway. I was thinking killing Archangel of Wrath with the Skyrider might be very cool indeed. Right, let's play a land. So, I'd say it's a slightly awkward turn here because we want to destroy evil on the Archangel of Wrath. I think just leaving that alive and letting it gain 3 life for him isn't good. Obviously the strike team's not going to get through. The Skyrider, well, if he blocks with Archangel, see, I could go really aggressive here and attack with both things, and then Skyrider to kill his Archangel. Okay, I like that idea. If he blocks with it, that works, right? You can, yeah. I'm going to attack. This should be pretty obvious what I'm trying to do. We can Skyrider and kill the Vanguard. Yes, we're going to take damage from the Archangel next turn, but at least he doesn't have a dude who's going to pump his team anymore. We're going to take 4 damage this turn. He's going to gain 3 life. But I've been more mana efficient. That's the trade-off here. That's getting cut down, fair enough. It's got 2 cards left, 5 mana. I hit 7 mana next turn, and we can have another efficient turn. We can Keldon strike team, and kick it, and destroy evil on the Archangel. The Battle Rage Blessing, I think, is the one I'm worried about. So we'll cast Destroy Evil on his upkeep. That's the theory. Keldon strike team, kick it. That's 9 damage, that's pretty decent. Battle Rage Blessing? No, we got him. Okay. Okay. I don't want to attack with my 1/1s now. think I'm okay if you to trade the strike team for a Battlefly Swarm. That seems fine. Keep attacking with that. Oh, okay. It's not going to sacrifice anything. He's found some creatures. Okay, Destroy Evil doesn't kill anything. Right, just swing in like this. Yep, we're okay with that trade, I guess. Everything getting traded off? Cool, okay. And we've got an answer for his next big creature. What's the worst thing he could do for me here? Okay, a 2/3 flyer is pretty bad. Pretty annoying. Do we attack with everything here? Because we'll lose a 1/1. We'll get it through with 3 extra damage. I think it's worth it. That's my call. This gets pumped up, so it becomes vulnerable to Destroy Evil when he plays another creature, which is a good thing. Two cards left, 7 mana. Right, so if he can't do that again, can he? Because he'll take 5 damage and lose. So I think we just attack with everything. Fingers crossed. If he's got Resolute Reinforcements, we'll kill the Protector with Destroy Evil. He's got some life gain or something. Okay, yeah, life gain, Prayer of Binding. Fair enough. So, pretty good for him. And in turn, obviously we can Destroy Evil on Prayer of Binding and get a 3/1 haster back, which could be important. But we might want to kill Griffin Protector if he plays another creature. It's a tough choice. Have I had both my... Yeah, I've already had one Destroy Evil. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to blow up that. Did I misplay, actually? Just trying to think. Because how does this work again? When it enters the battlefield... So it will stop my attack, I think. I don't... Yeah, because it's sort of not in play. Do we care about losing more 1/1 creatures? If it means he has to... See, if he's got an instant speed creature now... Okay, luckily he didn't have more reinforcements. Might... Are we just going to get over the finish line with a few 1/1s? He's got 3 cards. No, he's got blockers. Okay, Resolute Reinforcements. That's not too bad. If he attacks, I think we don't block. I think we try and get through with 3 damage next turn. I'll play the reinforcements because I want to attack with them next turn if possible, if I get the right card. We're only going to get through here with... We're going to get through with 2 damage, by the way. And we're going to trade with a 1/1. We're going to lose a 1/1, and he's going to be on 1, so we'll have lethal next turn. If he's got nothing. If he's got nothing. Let's go for it. We're on 14 life. We can take a little risk at this point, I think. Now he's got to have another blocker. Or some life gain. And it can't be Phyrexian Ranger, because that'll do him 1 damage. Let's see if he got something. Did we get over the finish line? He's thinking a lot. He may be contemplating his imminent demise, or he might be keeping me in suspense. He's got something. Another Prayer of Binding. I'll only say good game if he says good game, I think. We did it. We just got over the finish line with our 1/1s. Nice. Let's see, that should take us to 6, I think. But if you get to 6 wins, this is where it becomes hard mode. Hard mode engaged. It's just, yeah. I'm going to meet other decks that played 2 mythics. Okay, good looking land. Yep, this is a keep. We've top decked a 2-drop creature. That's always nice. It will just be a grizzly bear, but that is fine. Green white. I know they've got a legendary that can pump the team according to the amount of domain you have. Okay, nice bit of ramp. He's going to get... he's got blue in there as well, okay. I think we just Keldon strike team here. Get in with some early damage. He's not playing black, so he doesn't have the drag to the bottom. Oh, he's going for, yeah, card advantage stuff. Right, he could pump it to 3/3 with the hexproofing spell. We're not scared of that. Okay. And Captain's Call. But it's pretty scary. He's got a lot of mana. He's got 6 cards. Yeah, 6 mana and 5 cards now. We've only got Artillery Blast, so then these are not good on the attack. We've got to wait for the momentum to swing back. Yeah, what we need against that is our Destroy Evil. Now, is this like last game? Can I think we haven't built up quite enough to like get through. We sort of, yeah, yeah. That just stops our offensive, I think. The Artillery Blast only does 3 damage as well. So yeah, this looks like he's turning this one around. Yeah, I've got to read this card as well. So whenever you cast instant or sorcery... Oh, here we go. See if this guy can get 3 Frost Fist Striders. He did not attack. Interesting. We've intimidated him here. He is scared. Got to remember that this is very easy to protect. Any instant or sorcery, and you can exile it. So trying to kill this thing is very difficult. So I feel we've completely run out of steam here. I'm sort of wondering how much damage would... So you see, we could do artillery blast, but that would be... I feel that would be foolish. He just needs 1 instant, and he can save the Djinn. That's a big creature. Okay. They've all got 4 toughness, and we've only got 1 forest in the deck. So artillery blast is looking pretty bad. That's definitely only 3 damage, isn't it? Okay. So here's the big question. We think Citizen's Arrest just bounces off the Djinn. This has got Trample. This is actually going to... And it's got Vigilance as well. So we can't kill it with Artillery Blast. I think we'll try this. He might have a protection spell, but that just buys me a bit more time in the game, I think. But yeah, it's a ramp deck, and he's got to the playing big creatures every turn step of proceedings. There we go, Zarjanan. +1/+1 creature on each creature you control, with toughness less than the number of basic land types amongst land types. He's got 3 basic land types. Right, okay, now one thing here, he's completely tapped out. So double Artillery Blast kills this, and he has no response because these don't tap for mana. Unless Relic of Legends lets them tap. Tap an untapped legendary creature you control, add 1 mana of any colour. Okay, I'm glad I spotted that. He can indeed cast... He can get mana out of this dude. Now, how much damage does Heroic Charge do? If he doesn't block anything... Obviously he's going to block 2 things. 3, 6, 9, 12. 16 damage. He's going to take a trade there. 12. He's going to block, and I'll lose one of these. So we think we're getting 9 damage through, and we're losing 2 creatures, but he's losing 1 if he blocks. We know that this is a trap, that he's probably got a 1 mana spell to protect his Djinn if we try and go for the kill on there. Yes. We've got 7 mana, so, and it's red to kick, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be fascinated to see what he does, who blocks who. So Zar is going to stay alive. We want Zar to block the Juniper Order Rootweaver, ideally, so we can trade off. He must know I've got Heroic Charge. Did he just not block? Well, I hope his 1 mana spell is good, because he's going to need it. I think we just did it. Well, that was a surprise. Okay, oh, Patrician Geist. My Spirits deck is looking that much better now. That is it. That is the 7 wins. Very nice. Okay. I did not expect that to happen in the last game. So he was worried about blocking and about combat tricks, I guess, and he thought he was safe on 13 life. He needed to get his calculator out, I think. There you go. Easy for me to say there, but yeah, you need that list of instants that I've got. I've got a little notepad file with every instant in the set. Very helpful, knowing exactly what people can do. Anyway, so yes, this was a nice deck. We first picked Serra Paragon. It was looking, first of all, white-green. We got, I think, Juniper ordered Rootweavers. Probably second pick. And but then we got a card here. We've got a really cool card, Nail Aviso Aeronor. I thought, oh, right. Can we go 3 colors, white, green, blue? Can we go domain? See, we got had a flirting with green red. I think we took an early snare spinner as well. It was looking white green early, but of course we were picking up a few red things here and there. Keldon strike teams, and it's later on, very lucky, we got Jaya Fiery Negotiator. I don't know if that was the pack 2 or maybe the pack 3 rare. We had enough red cards to sort of, that white-red made sense. We've got Baird and the strike teams. The kicker on Cleaving Skyrider as well is red, and the kicker on Heroic Charge is red. I did take a Heroic Charge fairly early on because it was looking like I got an early Resolute Reinforcements. I got another one in pack 3, I think. And I got a captain's call, and I got the 2 strike teams. So I thought, yes, this is a go wide strategy I've got here. I picked a late Wrath Weatherlight Stalwart, but yeah, there's no way, there wasn't enough justification for blue in the deck. I think we wanted the green to kick our Juniper order Rootweavers, so we could pump something up, so that Baird could actually make soldiers. I don't think he made a single soldier in this entire run. We did, but we'd had about 4 ways of pumping things up. We had the love song. We actually used the card draw thing on this, just to get us, just when we were sort of missing land drops, it seemed to make sense, because we've got expensive things. We want to put a lot of things we want to kick for 5 or 6 mana. So I used that card draw thing, I think twice or possibly even 3 times. As for removal, I tried running Smash to Dust. I didn't actually use it at all. In theory, it's a playable card. This took the place of Samite Herbalist, so a bit controversial, but I didn't have any in-list creatures to use with the Herbalist, so it felt suboptimal. But maybe it's fine on its own. Maybe it's better than a Smash to Dust. But I was, after the first game where I lost to Orzhov, and he had lots of 1/1 toughness creatures, that seemed like a good idea. Yeah, so our removal, we got 2 Artillery Blast, 2 Destroy Evil. So I think Artillery Blast is okay. It's better on the defense though, because of course it's killing tapped creatures. So sometimes, like in the last game, you have a couple of these in your hand, and your opponent isn't tapping its creatures. And then, of course, but you know, all removal spells have their kind of they target a smaller group of they have a group of targets. Destroy Evil seems like a pretty good one, and we did manage to pop an enchantment with this. One of the removal enchantments. It wasn't Citizen's Arrest, but it was the Prayer of Binding, I think. And that actually helped us win the game as well. But yeah, Destroy Evil, definitely good to have a couple of these. So we were doing quite well for removal in this deck, and arguably we didn't even need Smash smashed to dust because we're actually making lots of creatures if we're up against, you know, a deck with lots of tokens. But yeah, I went for it in any case. Yeah, and we were very, very lucky to actually draw and play our two mythics, Serra Paragon and Jaya. That made life a lot easier. Sometimes you never see these awesome cards that you draft. I don't think the only card draw we have in the deck is the Love Song of Night and Day. So it's not like we're whizzing through the deck, getting to things. So that was definitely a bit of good fortune. There is the Crystal Grotto, of course. That's scry for 1. It's nice to have maybe one of these. It also mana fixes, but you've got to pay the grotto tax, as I call it. It's sort of 1 extra mana to get that 1 mana of colour, because you're tapping 2 lands to get to mana fix. But it's useful in a pinch. Anyway, I think let's click done on that. The mana curve, we had a lot more 2-drops than I would usually have. I think. Okay, let's look at the mana curve. We didn't have any 1-drops. We had 12 2-drops. Usually it's recommended that you play about 7, but I think if you look at the number of, there's 4 removal spells, 5 removal spells, including Smash to Dust. So it's 7 creatures and 5 removal spells we've got in that 2-drop slot. So we're pretty consistent at getting on the board early as well. I'll add that to decks and claim my price. There we go. Get a couple of packs. Cool. I think that is a video. I'll probably do a few more of these drafts, but maybe in a little while. Maybe not immediately. And we've only got, well, this is up for 2 weeks. So I might do more of these in week 2 rather than week 1. But it looks like we'll have enough gold to do at least 4, which will be good. And then the plan is I will simply open. That'll be me done with Dominaria United Limited, and I'll open my stack of packs here, and that'll be fun. Anyway, yep, I think that's the video. So thanks for watching.